One of the frustrations of owning an older car is how quickly they can start to decay cosmetically. A rusty fastener here, a squeaky seal there, a bit of missing trim. All of those little niggles and details start to erode the joy and the experience of owning a classic car. Fixing those little details can be incredibly satisfying, not because they make the car better to drive or more valuable, but they make it feel cared for again, make it feel like it's your pride and joy. There's a long list on any car, but the four that are really niggling me on this one are rusty wheel bolts, a piece of missing trim under the boot here, some sticky buttons on the heater controls, and the wiper blades are looking really tired and tatty. Let's get them sorted. I am transformed into my Let's Get SH1T done gear. The car's here, the problem's here. Let's go. Oh, the knees, oh, the knees. In general, the interior of this Cayman is lasting really nicely. I'm really fussy when it comes to steering wheel leather, gear knobs, door switches, anything that you touch. I want it to be in really nice condition so the car still feels premium. And there's one part that is really letting the inside of this car down, and that is the switches on the heater controls here, the fan and the temperature. They're sticky, they're worn, the graphics have faded, and they really let the side down when it comes to the interior premium feel of this car. There is an easy way and a hard way when it comes to replacing these switches. The hard way involves disassembling most of the center console and taking out the heater control unit, taking the front off, and the easy way involves a drill and a leap of faith, and I'm feeling time poor, so let's do the leap of faith method. It involves drilling through the front of it, ripping the switches out and putting the new ones in. Let's see if we can do it without causing total chaos. Okay, this is pretty terrifying. I'm going to go in with a 2.5mm drill bit first, and then I'm going to go for a larger one. Let's do both at the same time. In for a penny, in for a pound. In with the 6mm. Let's see how this goes. Okay, right, I should be able to get my pick in there and release the edges of these switches. Try the hooked one, I think. Goodness me, this one on the right has been fighting me. I think I have finally got it after having to completely drill the switch into pieces. It's very well gripped in. Let me just get the last bit out. Wow, that one was a fight. Let's get the little hoover out and get this cleared up. What a mess. I don't know. Right, so temperature on the left. I checked this before we started. Fan on the right. Hopefully these just click in. That feels good. That was remarkably stressful. The temperature switch popped out straight away, but for some reason the fan speed one was fighting me. After lots of careful drilling, I managed not to mark the paint around the bezel of the temperature controller, and it's all done, sorted. Looks much nicer, brand new again, and feels really nice to operate now. No more sticky buttons. The next job is to get these disgracefully rusty wheel bolts gone and replace them with some shiny new black ones. Let's get the car in the air and get the wheels off. One of the great things, apart from the handling, about the Cayman being mid-rear engined is that you can jack it at the back and both of the wheels lift off the ground at the same time. So I'm going to get it chocked, and that should save me a bit of time getting into these wheel nuts. I'm going to give these wheels a good old clean. As you probably noticed when I was showing you how rusty they are disgracefully filthy. So when they're off, I'll take the opportunity to give them a good old scrub down and get around the wheel nuts where it's always impossible to clean under normal circumstances. A deep clean, well overdue. success. There seems to be some debate over the correct wheel nut torque to use on these cars. I've read 130 Newton meters and 160. I'm going to go with the lower one and keep checking it for now, just to be on the safe side. The last thing I want is the wheel stuck on the car when I really want to get it off. Torque settings aside, I'm so pleased with how these wheel nuts look. They've really lifted the outside of the car. The next job is almost as simple as Porsche finds it to make money, mainly by charging 85 quid for this tiny bit of plastic. Right, this should be a pretty easy one to do. Just slots in under the seal, I think. There we go. Slide in the clips. Oh, and a satisfying thunk as well. Much better. Oh, that's so nice to have that covered up. Feel free to check out the new Autobunker website, by the way. There's some columns on there that I've written that are just the right length for a cup of coffee and a biscuit of your choice. Another easy job to finish, an update to the look of these tired old wipers and to stop them slipping around all over the place as well. Let's get these wiper blades replaced, give them a more modern, fresh look and stop them slipping off and scratching the windscreen potentially. Disaster. That's going to need a tool to release. Off to the shed. Annoying. Got it. Let's go. First one done. Really nice. I'm going to show you the mechanism on these. It's really cool. I'm probably way behind the times, but this little cover that goes over the center pivot point is really neat and tidy. Gives for a really clean, modern look. Just giving myself nice new, clean look aero blades, and now they're brand new. I've noticed that the wiper arms are slightly corroded, which I hadn't even spotted before. It's funny how these things keep going and going with older cars, isn't it? Never mind. That's a job for another day. None of these jobs have made this car go any faster or handle any better, but somehow they've given it a lift and the whole car feels better for it. And I think when you're a car enthusiast, noticing these details and addressing the little niggles, not because you need to get it through an MOT, but because you want to invest the time and effort to make your pride and joy look as good as it possibly can. And that's the difference, isn't it, between a car enthusiast and someone who just lets their car sit on the drive and rot and fade away. I'm David, this is Autobunker. Thank you so much for watching. There'll be more adventures in the Cayman happening this summer, so please subscribe to the channel. Trips to Germany, trips all over the place coming up. Thank you so much, and if you would consider liking the video and checking out the new Autobunker website, I'd be very grateful. Thank you again.